What's up, everybody? It's Thegoal60 here for Wednesday, July the 24th, 2019. So yesterday was pretty crazy. It was 3 games that we were still on because we went 0-3 on Monday. And yesterday we needed to cash those because we were chasing all 3. And for a long time, things were just not going our way. We'll get into that and everything we're going to watch today right after this. So like I said, we had the 3 official plays going yesterday, left over from Monday. And the first play that we had going last night was the Rays. Now the Rays held it strong, held it close for most of the game. And then going into the 8th inning, we're at 3-2. And all of a sudden they give up 2 runs. So it's 5-2 in the top of the 8th. And I just looked at it, and I looked at, by this time, the other 2 games were going, and we were losing all 3. And that's just one of those feelings I'm sure several of you had before, where it's like you just want to throw something at the wall. You want to just walk outside and scream, whatever. And I just got up and I said, you know what, I'm not going to stay up any later, and I'm going to bed. I'm going to go sleep it off, and I'm going to try to, just regroup tomorrow. We'll see what we got to do and move forward. Luckily, when I turned the TV off, the score went from 5-2 to 5-4, which is exactly what we needed. The Rays got us 2 runs there, got us inside that run line. We had plus 1.5 runs, and that, I've said it many times before, but that's obviously why we take the run line on an underdog instead of taking that plus money. I would love to have that plus money, but when you're looking at an underdog, especially when it's a big underdog, that plus 1.5 runs gives you some value. And yesterday it worked out for us. It got us back inside. The Rays didn't win the game. The beauty of that is if, let's say, the Rays lose today, okay, that's the 3rd day. So the Red Sox would have swept that series, but yet we got to win in that series. And then you have potential for a revenge play in the next few weeks. That happens. So that is the perfect storm, I guess you could say, because we get a win and then we get a data that shows for the next revenge series. But the other 2 games, the Yankees were down for a while, and they fought back and actually took the lead and went into extras. And the Twins load the bases in the bottom of the 10th. And if you didn't see this, you need to look up this highlight. Yankees make a catch in the outfield on a diving play, just a diving play, and get the out. Otherwise, that would have been a walk-off, run scored, may have won the game, probably would have won the game, obviously. And we dodged the bullet. We got something lucky. Something went our way. The Brewers, I give you, did not work out so well. The Brewers lost, I think, 14-6. I mean, they're getting ready for football season, obviously, having a football score, but to come up on the losing side of it. Now, what that does to us is that brings up today. Okay, today the only thing we're watching is Milwaukee. Even Texas, the unofficial play, it won last night. So a really good day yesterday. We need to finish this out today. So today, Milwaukee's playing. Now, you guys, if you watch this for a long time, you can see that I'm pretty conservative. And I know that's weird for a handicapper to say, but I am. I'm conservative. I try to mitigate as much loss as I can and try to get on runs of, let's build on that. Let's don't chase too much. Even though I'm running chase systems. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, sounds off the wall. But what that does for us today is it allows us to make some decisions. So look at your, just want you to think about this stuff before you put down what you're doing. Look at your situation. Think about where you were. I obviously break these things down. These schedules, they break into 2 halves of the week. You have games that start on Monday, Tuesday, and go the first half of the week. And then you have a second set of games that start on Thursday, Friday, heading in the weekend. So I try to think of these things as groupings of games, and there's 2 of them each week. Think about where you were Sunday night going into Monday when we first started these chases. Think about where you're at right now and try to, it may be, I don't know, the price has changed so much that, they'll move 2 or 3 cents here or there. You guys are playing for a unit. You may be playing for a half unit. I don't know what you're playing for. But just look at where it's at. Think about, how, what it would take to get back to even plus some. Try to make some profit. But also, I would advise, just saying this from my experiences, I don't try to go too crazy with it. But you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to think about where you're at, and you kind of get a decision made. You think about your opportunity of what you want to try to get out of this first half of this week, and that like I went for. I think mine was right under a unit that I'm actually down right now in the first half of the week, just because I chased everything yesterday, obviously, and we're looking to finish off the series. So what I played was like 2 units. That way I would break even plus some. At least show something for the first half of the week. But then if, worst case scenario, obviously, and it goes the other way, then we're not that far down from what we first started. So try to break it down. Don't try to completely chase everything from last week. I don't see anything wrong with, I've done some studies on what it would do to play for like a unit and a half, unit and a quarter the week after, and over history, it's done really well. For whatever reason this year, it didn't, so I stopped doing that. But it wouldn't, if you were down a unit or so for a half week, the next set of games that start up, possibly going for a unit and a half on each game or whatever, 1.1, something like that. Totally understand. Makes sense to me. I've actually went through and looked at that, and it made sense and worked. Not saying to do that now. I'm just saying you've got some options, which is really good. It's a good thing to have. And if you're looking at the broad picture of things, when you break these things into half weeks as groupings of games, and you try, if you could make a little bit of profit or even just break even on some of those, over time, you're going to do really well. So that's the point. That's what we're getting at. That's why we do this all. But I just wanted to, get you thinking about, you don't have to do it for a set number. You don't have to do it for exactly 2 units. You don't have to do it for exactly a unit and a half. It's really according to what you're looking at here, how you feel about this game. If you got a warm and fuzzy feeling about Milwaukee today, play it for 2 or 3. If you've got a feeling like, man, they're just not hitting, they're not doing what I need them to do, well, then obviously don't play them for a lot. Or even if you're at break even right now, you may want to move on and start up tomorrow on the next set of series. But whatever you decide to do, good luck. Have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. We're obviously on Milwaukee, minus 147 today, trying to finish off this series, and let's get a win. See you tomorrow. Thanks.
60% of the time, it works every time.